This is a quick example of multi-nested timelines. And it all starts with a main timeline that you could create, and the concept is flexibility in timelines. This is scene, and this is scene, and this is scene's timeline with the various assets of it, which include this multi-piece character, which could also represent one skeleton, and a background. I can lock the background layer, click, so I don't accidentally select it. And here's my character knowing to be angry. Poor angry character, it's stuck out there. You could toggle to the graph editor like this, and you can adjust the graph by dragging one of those points, but that's not the purpose of this. So here you have animated layers, and they could be of the same character, multiple characters, yet you want to condense this timeline. You want to make a clip out of this character, so then you could do more, like bounce it around and play it forward and backwards. I'll select all these layers, hold down the Shift key and just click. And then I'll do something in this application. It's called precomping. You could name it clipping. So right click and precompose. And I'll call this blue for the name of the character. And now you can see blue has its own little animation clip, and this is now blue out on the scene timeline. If I delete blue like this, and I want blue or many blues in here, I could just click and drag them out here. So click and drag. If I want to edit blue's timeline, if I double click in here, click, you can see a new tab opens up with blue alone on the timeline. Here's original, here's blue. Now, since I didn't make a unique instance of this, which I can, but for now, let's say I said, oh, you know what, blue's head should be a little higher up, you know, because it's that type of character. He loses his head, ha ha ha. So you can see that all instances of blue lose their head. If I don't want that, let me hit undo. I can make an instance of blue by just duplicating it out here, and right now it's called blue 2. And this blue 2 can just move its head up. This would be the akin to adjusting the animation layers to do something more special. Here I'm just moving artwork, but it could be the changing of the animation key, slower, faster, whatever. So going back to the main timeline, I don't need to see these other blues. Let me delete one of these blues by going here, delete. So here's my main timeline with these clips, and I could drag in the other blue that has its head like that. I could offset them in time by just dragging one of the layers a little off, so now they're not in sync. Let me press the space bar, we can see, right? So you could have fun when it's an animated clip. If I want to speed up blue, since this is an animated clip up here, which again is the whole timeline, going back to the main, I could right click and go to time and time stretch. Stretch factor, 200% will slow down, so let's go down to 20%. Now blue is angry and fast, or fast and angry, like that. So that's the fun of nesting animation layers together, which also could be called clips.